The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Randy Bass. Ben Dennis has the night off. New tonight in the district, DC police say they are investigating a deadly stabbing in Northwest. Officers responded to Cincinnati Alley off Columbia Road near 17th Street. This was around 6:20 tonight in the Adams Morgan neighborhood. Police earlier said this evening they were looking for a man with short braids wearing one dark green shoe. We will keep you updated on that investigation as we learn more. Turning to Montgomery County, where a homicide investigation is underway. Police say a Chevy Chase mother is in custody after her 3-month-old baby drowned. Officials say it happened along Summit Avenue around noon today. Fire and rescue crews responded there for reports of an infant drowning. The baby was taken to a nearby hospital where they were pronounced dead. This story is still developing. We will share new details as we learn them. Staying in Montgomery County, 2 people and 4 pets are without a home tonight following a house fire in Silver Spring this evening. Officials there say the fire broke out at a house along Barn Ridge Drive around 5 p.m. in Silver Spring. They say the fire started in the garage. The fire was put out a short time later. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt. Back here in the district, a firefighter has minor injuries after responding to a large brush fire in Rock Creek Park tonight. DC Fire and EMS crews say that firefighter was taken for treatment. The blaze broke out near the intersection of Beach Drive and Park Road in Northwest. There was another fire in that same area earlier today. DC Fire and EMS say that fire is now contained. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue also came out to help with that response. DC Fire and EMS also battling this brush fire near the Potomac River tonight. You can see their fire boats there in action using water cannons to battle the flames there. This fire broke out just south of Fletcher's Boathouse in Northwest. DC Fire says this brush fire is also contained. Scott, we've had some really dry, really breezy conditions here over the last couple of days, and that is just a real recipe for these brush fires.
You know, speaking of that, I've got a visual for you on that in just a second here, Randy, and for you guys out there as well for those brush fires. Right now, I want to take a look at the temperatures. 50 degrees in D.C., 41 at Waldorf, 45 at Leesburg, 46 at Winchester, 50 at Luray and Kaiser. So I think over the next couple hours, the temperatures will drop as low as they will go, and then they'll either hold steady or start to maybe creep up just a hair because we have clouds starting to move in. Already, temperatures are well above where they were at this time last night. Frederick 16 degrees above where we were at 24 hours ago. Same or close to that same mark for Martinsburg and Kaiser. 11 degrees warmer now than it was in New York, in D.C. Just 24 hours ago. I've highlighted here the satellite view. If you think these are clouds, they're not. They're actually smoke from the fires because, as you can see there, they dissipate. These are the clouds that are starting to move in, coming in from the south and the west. They're high, thin clouds, cirrus clouds. They'll start to be moving in here as we go throughout the overnight. So that's why I say we put kind of a little bit of a cap on some of those temperatures this evening. All right, we'll talk more about tomorrow and the morning commute going into Monday coming up.
All right, Scott Sumner over there, thank you. In the district, Syrians from across the region are celebrating tonight the end of the Assad family's 50 years of rule there. Bashar Assad and his family are reported to be in Moscow after rebel forces overthrew the Syrian government, bringing an end to 14 years of civil war. This afternoon, Syrians filled Lafayette Square Park in Washington with song, hugs, and cheers as Russia granted asylum to the former leader and his family. Assad ruled the country for 24 years. Several people we talked to today said they had stories to tell how their family had suffered under the Assad regime. That includes a 17-year-old from Springfield, Virginia. She lost an uncle to the fighting in Syria back in 2012.
This day is special because we have a lot of people in Syria. There are family that were killed because they want freedom, because we want our land back to us, and we don't want a dictator like Assad to be in our country.
For more on the fall of Assad's regime in Syria and the United States response, head to our website at dcnewsnow.com. Turning now to a developing story out of Atlanta, Georgia. The FBI office there says it is investigating a shooting involving an officer that left a Maryland man dead. Officials say Robert McVeigh of Frederick County was traveling on a Greyhound bus along Interstate 75 on Wednesday around 1 a.m. Police say he stabbed another passenger forcing the driver to pull over. Police then arrived on scene. McVeigh then attempted to run away, but was chased by officers. Officers tried to tase him, but it did not have much of an effect. Police say he then started to approach an officer with a knife. That is when officers say they shot the man. McVeigh was taken to a hospital where he later died. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. The 2025 race for Virginia governor is well underway. The two frontrunners spoke in front of the same audience at an economic summit in Richmond earlier this week, but they didn't actually meet face to face. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears, a Republican, highlighting what she calls the remarkable strides made under the leadership of Governor Glenn Youngkin. Earle-Sears also focusing her remarks on Virginia's right to work law, which allows employees to work without being forced to join a union. Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, currently running unopposed for the Democratic nomination for governor, spent her time focusing on her time in Congress, including voting for the bipartisan infrastructure bill.
Being pro-right to work respects every worker's right to choose whether to join a union, and that's without coercion or financial penalties.
Virginia schools are worth strengthening, and they are one of the reasons why CNBC has frequently, multiple times, ranked Virginia as the top state for business, and we want to continue to see that into the future.
Earle-Sears and Spanberger are the only two major party candidates who have already announced their runs for governor. Staying in the Commonwealth tonight, shoppers in Arlington can expect to see more police officers in and around shopping destinations this holiday season. It's all part of the Arlington County Police Department's holiday retail theft detail. Earlier this week, we heard from both police and shoppers about the new move.
Arlington County Police are on alert here in Pentagon City.
I did see like big signs on the road as we were coming into the neighborhood that said that were like high patrol area.
The department wants you to see them and know they're here. This is the first time APD is ramping up its holiday retail theft detail across the county.
We'll do roving patrols throughout shopping centers, but especially in areas such as Pentagon City, which has a significant amount of commercial establishments, as well as Ballston, you'll see increased police presence.
Shoplifting and retail theft numbers are way up this year over last year in Arlington County. Over 1,600 reports so far this year, compared to about 1,000 reports for all of 2023. The department says the big jump is twofold.
I think we are seeing more shoplifting incidents this year, as well as increased reporting. Our officers are constantly working with our business community, trying to meet with loss prevention personnel and encouraging them to report incidents to us. We want to be able to track these incidents, and so I think we're also seeing better reporting this year.
Shoppers we talk to don't mind seeing more officers out and about while they're grabbing gifts this holiday season.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think anytime you can be preventative rather than reactive is always the way to go.
Arlington County Police aren't doing this all alone. They are working alongside Metro Transit Police, adding patrols to nearby metro stations as shoppers pass through. Staying in the holiday spirit, Falls Church continued its holiday gift craft show earlier today with over 40 local vendors showing off handmade holiday essentials, from baked goods to new and unique gifts. Some young singers even got the chance to take the stage and sing for guests shopping at the market.
We do have our Falls Church City Public Schools local musicians. We've had both the local high school, the local band is here. They all come and perform. They come out and play some holiday music. We had some soloists with the elementary school, so all different ages got an opportunity to come and perform.
Very fun. The event also featured free raffles where winners got to choose their prizes from a variety of donated gifts. DC is asking you to donate gifts for local families in need this holiday season. DC Fire and EMS is collecting toys for tots through December 26th, the day after Christmas. From now until then, you can drop them off at any of DC's firehouses. The toys should be geared toward kids ages 1 through 17. The gifts must be new, unwrapped, in their original packaging. They are not accepting any gifts that resemble weapons.